Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Tales podcast with your friend Ankita Juneja. Today, I would like to talk with all of you about a very interesting topic, and I'm sure most of you out there will enjoy today's conversation. So, this topic is about self-talk. I know it can be little intimidating for all of you, but let's try and understand why self-talk is very important in our life. What I see people doing in their life is they are doing everything they can do to keep themselves inspired, to be motivated and everything. But where the gap I find is their self-talk is a bit critical. They are not kind towards themselves. You will see that whatever you are gathering from outside is contradicting with your action, with your thoughts. Why? Because in this case, you are motivated from the outside, but your internal self is not aligning with that thought. That is the reason you are not able to take action. In this case, firstly, you have to change your internal dialogue. Whatever you're telling yourself, whatever negative talks you're having about yourself, you have to change this mindset. There are a lot of little things that are involved into this practice. First and foremost, you have to see your internal dialogue, your thoughts, how you talk to yourself. Do you appreciate yourself with the things you have accomplished? How do you see yourself when you are in front of mirror? Because what I see is sometimes people are afraid to face themselves in standing in front of mirror as well. Tell me one thing, why does this happen? I have seen couple of people who can't even face themselves in front of mirror. That just shows me a very low self-esteem. In this case, no matter how much I motivate them or anyone else motivate them, they will not be able to feel good and take action towards the thing in their life because somewhere they feel they are not enough. Also, what you can do if you are resonating with this thing, start saying yourself good things and tell yourself, show the evidence with the things that you have accomplished. What you will see is the more evidence you give yourself about your accomplishment, you will start gaining confidence. This is basically what is happening in this particular case is the person is really feeling inspired when they see some motivational video and speech. They feel like they can do anything. But when it comes to taking action, that little inner voice which they have inside of them, which shows that they are the failure, they have failed in past, it doesn't allow them to take action. If I tell you, we have all failed in our lives. No one is ever perfect. No one can ever do things in one go. There are processes where trials and error are part of our life, but that should not define our end goal. Because the more you take action, you will fail, but eventually you will succeed as well. That's how life goes. But if you just attach to this story, if you have weak inner conversation where you are telling yourself you are not good enough, you will see that the evidence will start showing up in your reality, which will be based upon you're not good enough. On the other hand, if you give yourself evidence that you can do it, you will see that you will start gathering the information and you will get ideas to take action. It's just like how you train your mind. If you tell yourself good things, you will see good things happening in your life. If you tell you are the worst person, things will go that way. So this is really important thing that you need to take care of. You have to be mindful whenever you are by yourself, because mostly this happens when we sit with ourselves. Because when we are surrounded by people, we don't give this attention, but when we are by ourselves, that's the time you will notice what is your internal dialogue. And you cannot do this one and you just feel like this is done. It's an always ongoing process. You always have to invest in yourself. You have to give this evidence. You have to appraise yourself so that self-confidence is a lifelong journey. It's like just one another habit where you have to train your mind. You have to do this habit on a day-to-day basis so that it becomes consistent part of your life. You just can't assume that you do one day you are just telling yourself good things and another day you are just doing opposite of it. It won't work. This is just like how we eat, how we do other things in our life. It has to be that practice where you are telling good things to yourself as well, because I see people struggling a lot with this self-confidence thing because of their inner narrative. This is a correlative thing. then you will see that you are not entertaining things which are not aligned with your standards in life. For that, you have to have value system, all these things in place, because all these things are interconnected. And one more thing I would like to tell to all of you, the another thing what you can do in your life is prioritize reading books, listening to some interesting videos which gives you this positivity, which inspires you. Because what I have observed is when we are listening or seeing to these videos which inspires us, what it does is it activates our brain to see and think about things differently. Why? Because at that time our brain is in a creative process. Whenever someone is telling you something good, we start collecting the evidence based upon our life incidences. So I would highly encourage all of you that you give yourself this time and space where you consume things which brings your energy up, which uplifts you. Because if you don't do this thing consciously, you will see that somewhere you're lacking with this self-talk thing. Because the more you do all these things, you will see that your life is taking a shift and gradually things are improving in your life. Also, one more thing that can help you in this case is affirmations. Affirmations are really a good positive sentences which you can tell yourself. Whereas if you use affirmation which is correlated with your actions which you took or you are taking, that will have more effect. For instance, I am working out on a day-to-day basis. If I say myself, I am healthy, I am feeling good, definitely I will feel good. Why? Because now I have evidence that I am working out, I am eating healthy. Therefore, my body will start feeling good because it will also have evidence that yes, I work out on a day-to-day basis and I eat only healthy food. Similarly, you can place these affirmations on any areas of your life and you will see that the shifts are happening, and you will also see the result on an immediate basis as well. You don't have to wait for long, because now these affirmations are aligned with the actions which you are taking on day-to-day basis. Try and experiment this thing on a different areas of your life based upon the action you are taking, and use the words, because when you use words on a positive way, it can influence and it can turn your life in a great way. That's why we say words has power. It's like how you use it. I would always want all of you to have high vibrational words where you're using uplifting words for yourself and for others as well. Because when we talk with others politely, when we use good words with them, you will see that they will start doing the same for you as well. That way you can all keep the vibration of the talk positively and uplifting. Just try and do this experiment with yourself, and I'm sure you will see the result. Because when you are kind to others, people are kind to you as well. Even having a random conversation with someone can change your mood and energy. Just try it out and let me know how do you feel about it. Because the little interaction we have with others also plays a big significant role. Because if you have open and expansive way of connecting with others, you will see that your energy is shifting tremendously. And that's what I want for all of us, to have that high vibrational energy, so that whenever we take any action in our life, we can see that positive result in that case as well. So have these evidences in your life so that you see the significant change in your life. And with the today's episode, my intention was just to show you one side how self-talk, a good conversation using positive words, can really create a big impact in your life on a long run. Start taking this small action, and I'm sure gradually it will become part of your lifestyle and you will see a changes happening in your life. Because I have observed this in my own life as well. My life has changed drastically. The way I interact with people, the way I be by myself has created a lot of impact in my life. And that's why I'm able to show up to all of you as well in this high energy, because the quality of conversation I have with myself is rich as well. That's the reason I'm able to connect with all of you on a deeper level as well, because I know how much impact it has. So in today's journal prompt, I would like to give you one exercise where you will write certain affirmation for yourself and just write it down in a piece of paper and let the word flow through you. For instance, you can just say, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm abundant, I'm graceful. Just by saying these words to you, I'm feeling little higher in my energy, and I can just feel it as I'm saying this to all of you. Just write down and make your own affirmation for yourself. I would encourage all of you, whenever you start your day, start by reading this affirmation, what you have written in a piece of paper. you will see over the period of time it will become your habit, and you will start seeing the difference in your day-to-day life as well. And the second journal prompt I would like to give to all of you is, write down the things where you're critical about yourself. For instance, you might say to yourself, I have not done this, I have not completed this task. On below that paper, just write down how you can complete this task and how it will make you finish when you do that, because sometimes we become critical on ourselves when we don't accomplish certain things. So write down whatever you need to accomplish, and also write down what are the action that you can take to finish that task, so that it makes you feel good again, because unless you don't take action, nothing will make you feel good. So for that to happen in your life, you start taking action and you will see the result over the period of time. So these were the 2 journal prompts from my end. I hope you will do this exercise seriously and you will see the result over the period of time. I'm sure about it. And come back and let me know if you have seen the difference by doing this exercise. I will be looking forward to read your comments and your experience with this journal prompt. So my friend, don't forget to subscribe if you are listening to this on YouTube, and please rate us and write a review if you are listening to us on podcast. It really means a lot, and it really helps a lot to us to spread this message to other people as well. Thanks a lot for sharing this safe space with me. It really matters a lot to me. I hope this episode was helpful to you some way or the other. Sending you lots of love and light. Signing off from my side.